Commercial whaling is the process of hunting and killing whales for their harvestable products such as meat, blubber, oil, and bone. Commercial whaling is a long standing issue that has utterly devastated the population of many whale species such as fin whales, humpback whales, and sei whales. With an estimate of 75% of whale populations in the North Atlantic Ocean being killed since large scale whaling began in the 1800s, there was a call to halt whaling to ensure that whales were not pushed to extinction. With whale species being decimated, the International Whaling Commission attempted to halt the harvesting of whales by implementing the moratorium in 1982, which was a temporary ban on whaling to allow whale stocks to replenish. In 1986, the International Whaling Commission put a permanent ban on commercial whaling, as many whale stocks were still at extremely low levels. With the ban implemented by the IWC, whale populations started to replenish steadily. However, there were still several nations that objected to the ban for differing reasons, causing whale populations to subsequently be in danger again. When the ban on whaling was implemented, most nations that partook in whaling agreed with the ban as they saw the impact it was having on whale species. However, several nations such as Japan, Norway, and Iceland did not agree. These nations used loopholes that were evident within the ban implemented by the IWC to object and carry on hunting whales, which they still do to this day. The Japanese are currently the world's most prevalent whalers, with over 350 minke whales being killed annually. When the IWC implemented the ban, the Japanese were the first to disobey it, as they launched a scientific whaling research program which allowed them to continue killing whales. This research program has been heavily criticised by many environmental organisations such as Greenpeace, as Japan have not released any scientific research since the ban was placed 32 years ago, and the meat that is harvested from these whales is sold and promoted in Japanese markets all year round. The nations that currently partake in whaling claim to ensure that whales are killed in the most humane way possible. This point has been again heavily criticised by environmental organisations such as Greenpeace. They claim that whales are killed using explosive tipped spears and high-powered rifles. This method of killing whales often takes up to an hour, in which the whale is chased till exhaustion. The whales are commonly hoisted towards the bow of the ship, where they are hung upside down while still alive. During this process, whales are unable to get their heads above water, causing them to suffocate. Since the ban was established in 1986, over 30,000 whales have been killed because of commercial whaling. While the ban has assisted in the protection of whales, many species are at an all-time low. While whaling is an incredibly hard thing to stop, I believe the best way to do so is to ensure that the public knows about the effects that commercial whaling is having on the whale populations. By donating to World Animal Protection, we can help assist them to fund current projects that are combating commercial whaling in Japan, Norway, and Iceland, and together help save the whales that are still left in the ocean.